tí ò tiẹ̀ lè yé èèyàn.
So òun ni agbára yẹn.
And that is the power.
Ẹ wá wo agbára kan o.
Look at one power.
Òun ni agbára ikú.
That is the power of death.
Agbára náà ni o.
It's another power.
Òun làwọn èèyàn ń bẹ̀rù jù lónìí.
The one that people fear most today.
Òye ayé kan yé mi ní àná yìí.
Something I came to understand something yesterday.
Ojú oorun mo wà tọkàndínlẹ́dẹ́ wa kan lẹ́kùn. Daddy o.
I was in sleeping when they began to knock door yesterday. Daddy.
Mi ò tilẹ̀ wọṣọ ẹ̀rù bá mi bá sá jáde.
I don't even wear clothes. I ran outside.
Daddy ẹ wọṣọ.
I said, Daddy, wear clothes.
Gbọ́n kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
You don't hear what happened.
Àwọn bandits ti wọ Ìkirun o.
The bandit has entered Ìkirun already.
Wọ́n náà ti ń bọ̀ l'Ósogbo.
They say they are coming to Osogbo.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
What happened?
Ó bẹ̀ sí nínú ojú mi.
I began to clear my face.
Daddy ẹ wọṣọ.
Say, Daddy, wear clothes.
Ẹ dìde.
Rise up.
Màmá yẹn tún jágbe mọ́ mi.
That woman was threatening me.
Ẹ ṣe ń ṣe báyìí
He was shouting at me. Why are you doing like this? I said, go inside, wear clothes.
Ìgbà tí mo máa dé junction ìta lóòótọ́.
When I got outside,
ẹ wá máa wéré lẹ́sẹ̀ àwọn
come and see
abiyamọ.
people running. The mother, nursing mothers.
Wọ́n fọmọ yẹn lọ sálọ
They
lọ
were
sálọ.
holding their child and running
Àwọn míì kó
away.
wọn sórí ọ̀kadà.
Some placed them on Okada.
Àwọn míì wọ́n mú wọn.
People were running other scatter.
Mo wá rí wípé.
And now observe that.
Àwọn ènìyàn bẹ̀rù agbára ikú.
That people fear the power of death.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Kí láwọn èèyàn ń bẹ̀rù?
What do people fear?
Agbára ikú.
The power of death.
Wọ́n ti rí àwòrán bí wọ́n ṣe kidnap àwọn kan tán gé orí wọn tí wọ́n fìyà jẹ àwọn kan.
They had the experience of how they killed some people, they threatened and punished some people.
Wọn ò fẹ́ kí irú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn
They
náà.
don't want such to happen to them.
Mo wá rí i pé àwọn ènìyàn tó bá jẹ́ wípé bí a ṣe ń bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run la ṣe bẹ̀rù ní àná yẹn ayé ìbádá.
Now observe that if we fear God the way we fear yesterday, the world would have been better.
Kí wọ́n kéde.
For them to announce.
Lórí gbogbo rédíò àti mídíà pátá.
On all radios and media.
Jésù ń bọ̀ ní ọjọ́ Friday o.
Jesus is coming on Friday.
Kí gbogbo ènìyàn palẹ̀ mọ́.
Let everyone prepare.
Ẹ rí báwọn èèyàn ò ní kí ẹ̀.
You see that people will not care.
Àwọn tó máa dẹ́ṣẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹ̀ ló máa pọ̀ jù.
Some people, many will still commit sins that day.
Some days ago, wọ́n sọ náà pé tó bá di aago mẹ́sàn-án ní kẹ́ni kò gbọ́dọ̀ jáde o.
Ní nǹkan bí ọjọ́ mélòó kan they made an announcement that by 9 p.m. nobody should come out.
Àwọn míì aago méje náà ti wọlé tó ti tilẹ̀kùn wọn.
Some people by 7 p.m. they enter their house and knock their door.
Torí pé agbára ikú.
Because of the power of death.
People wọ́n bẹ̀rù ẹ̀ ju
they
agbára
fear
Ọlọ́run.
it more than the power of God.
Some people references.
Àwọn kan wọ́n bọ̀wọ̀ fún.
Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó yẹ kí ẹ mọ̀.
But one thing you should know.
Ohun tó yẹ kí ẹ ní.
What you should have.
Ohun tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ sinmi lé.
What you should rest on.
Òun ni agbára yìí.
Is the power of life.
Tó wà nínú agbára Ọlọ́run alààyè.
That is in the power of the living God.
Tí ènìyàn bá ti sinmi lé.
When you rested on it.
Ẹ ò ní bẹ̀rù ikú mọ́.
You will not fear death any longer.
Ẹ ní bẹ̀rù ẹ̀.
You will not fear it.
Ẹ̀rù ikú yẹn ò ní nítumọ̀.
The fear of death will not have meaning.
Ẹ̀rù ikú yẹn ò ní nípamọ́.
The fear of death will not be powerful.
Ẹ̀rù ikú kò ní já sí nǹkankan.
The power of death will not be anything.
Ọkàn yín á balẹ̀.
You have rest of mind.
Torí pé agbára kan wà.
Because there is a power.
Lóòótọ́ ni agbára ikú wà.
And truly there is power of death.
Agbára kan tó dẹ̀ borí ẹ̀.
But a power that overcomes it.
Tó ní agbára lórí ẹ̀.
That have power over it.
Òun náà ni agbára yìí.
Is the power of life.
Gbogbo agbára yòókù pátá.
All other powers.
Wọ́n lè wà ní abẹ́ àjàgà àti ẹ̀rù ẹ̀.
They can be under the yokes of his fear.
Ṣùgbọ́n tí ènìyàn bá ti wà nínú agbára ìyè.
But when you are under the power of life.
Agbára ẹ̀rù ikú ò lè ní nǹkan kan sí mọ́.
And the power of the fear of death will not have power over you.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ìwé Genesis orí
Let's
ìkejì
look
lé ní ogún.
at Genesis chapter 22.
Ẹsẹ̀ ìkejìlá.
verse
ó sì
12.
wí pé
ó wí pé
má ṣe fọwọ́ kan ọmọdé nì
má fi ọwọ́ kan ọmọ yẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìwọ kò gbọdọ̀ ṣe é ní nǹkan
Ìwọ kò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ní nǹkan.
nítorí nísinsìnyí èmi mọ̀ pé ìwọ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run
Nítorí nísinsìnyí mo mọ̀ pé ìwọ bẹ̀rù
nígbà
Ọlọ́run.
tí ìwọ kò ti dùn mí lé ọmọ rẹ
Yes.
ọmọ rẹ náà kan ṣoṣo
Ọmọ rẹ náà kan ṣoṣo.
Abrahamu sì gbójú rẹ̀ sókè
Abrahamu gbójú rẹ̀ sókè.
ó wò
Ó wò ó.
sì kíyèsí
Kíyèsí.
lẹ́yìn rẹ̀
Lẹ́yìn
àgbò
rẹ̀.
kan tí ó fi ìwo rẹ̀ á ní pàǹtírí
Yes.
Abraham sì lọ ó mú àgbò náà
Ó mú àgbò
ó sì
náà.
fi rúbọ sísun ní ipò ọmọ rẹ̀
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ṣé mo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbí
Do you
yìí?
know what happened here?
Àpẹẹrẹ.
Examples.
Àpẹẹrẹ ni.
Examples is an example
Àpẹẹrẹ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni.
of what happened.
Ọlọ́run sọ fún Abrahamu.
God told Abraham,
Ó ní lọ mú ọmọ kan ṣoṣo.
take that your only child,
Kì í ṣe pé ó bí ọmọ púpọ̀ o.
only son. He does not have many.
Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pé ìyà ọmọ ti jẹ́ púpọ̀.
God knows that he has suffered for
Ó ní
childbearing.
kó mú ọmọ kan ṣoṣo yẹn.
He should took that only one child.
Ó ní kó lọ fi rúbọ.
He should go and sacrifice him.
Ọmọ tilẹ̀ bí léèrè.
And the son, Isaac, asked him,
Ọmọ ti gbọ́n. Ó ní bàbá.
he's wise.
À
He
ń
said,
lọ.
we are going.
Igi tá a máa fi dáná
This
ìrúbọ
is
rèé.
wood.
Ọ̀bẹ tá a fi pa ẹran
This
rèé.
is knife to slaughter the ram.
Iná tá a máa fi dáná rèé.
This is fire to kindle.
Ẹran tá a máa fi rúbọ ńkọ́.
Where is the ram, the sacrificial lamb?
Ó ní kó fọkàn balẹ̀.
He said, be at rest,
Ó ní Olúwa yóò pèsè.
that the Lord will provide.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ.
They went.
Ọlọ́run ò ní nǹkan kan fi ẹ̀mí ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣe.
God has nothing to do with the life of that child.
Ọlọ́run gan kórìíra pípa ènìyàn.
God
Fi rúbọ.
hates human sacrifice.
Kò sí nǹkan tọ́lọ́run fẹ́ fi ikú Ísákì ṣe.
There is nothing that God wants to do with the death of
Wọ́n
Isaac.
àpẹẹrẹ kan ni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ mú jáde
But
níbẹ̀.
God wants to teach us a lesson there.
Ẹ máa wo òun gangan ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Ọlọ́run fi mú ìgbàlà tó mú ikú àti ẹ̀rù rẹ̀ tó sọ di asán nínú ayé wa.
And that is what happened when God turned or changed death and fear of death to naught in our life.
Ẹ wá wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ẹsẹ̀ Bíbélì yẹn o, ẹ wo ìmúṣẹ rẹ̀ àti àpẹẹrẹ tí Ọlọ́run fi lélẹ̀. Ó wà nínú ìwé Hébérù orí ìkejì
Look
ẹsẹ̀
at what happened in
ìkẹrìnlá.
that Bible portion.
Hebrews chapter 2 verse 14.
Hebrews chapter 2 verse 14. Hébérù orí kejì ẹsẹ̀ kẹrìnlá.
Hebrews chapter 2 verse 14.
Hébérù orí kejì ẹsẹ̀ kẹrìnlá.
Ǹjẹ́
níwọ̀n bí àwọn ọmọ ti ṣe alábàápín ara wọn ẹ̀jẹ̀
yes
bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ ni òun pẹ̀lú sì ṣe alábàápín nínú ọ̀kan náà
ó ṣe alábàápín nínú ọ̀kan
tó
náà.
lè ti pa ikú pa
Partake
ẹni
in the
tí ó
same thing.
Ẹ máa wo kó lè ti pa
ipa ikú
ikú.
pa ẹni tí ó ní agbára ikú
Ẹ
run.
máa wo kó
Destroy.
lè ti pa
So
ikú
that by death,
pa ẹni tó ní agbára
destroy the
ikú
one that
run.
has the
èyí
power
ni
of
ní
death.
èṣù
Ìyẹn gangan ní
That is the
èṣù.
devil
Ta ló ní agbára ikú
who
o?
has the power of death.
Èṣù.
Satan.
Ṣùgbọ́n ó mọ̀ọ́mọ̀
But deliberately,
ó fi ara rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún
he
ikú
surrendered himself to death
láti pa èèyàn kan
to kill someone
àti agbára ẹ̀.
and its power.
Ẹni tó ní agbára ikú.
The one that has power of death.
Ẹni tó fi kú ń halẹ̀ mọ́ ọ
The
yẹ.
one that threatening you with death.
Tó mú kẹ́ ẹ máa lálàpọ̀ sí ṣáá.
That make you to dreams of coffins.
Ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀
Always.
máa rí ìsà òkú.
You may be seeing tombs.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ ohùn ikú.
You may be hearing the voice of death.
Ẹni tó ń lo agbára yẹn ni èṣù.
The one that is using that power is the devil.
Láti pa á àti agbára ikú rẹ̀
To
run.
destroy him and its power of death.
Ẹ máa nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀
You know what happened
nínú ìwé Jòhánù.
in the book of John.
Ẹ gbogbo wa la mọ̀ ọ́ sórí.
We know it
Ó
by
nítorí
heart.
pé Ọlọ́run fẹ́ aráyé tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́.
For God so loved the world.
Gbogbo wa jẹ́ ká jọ ká papọ̀.
Let's read it
Nítorí
together.
pé Ọlọ́run fẹ́ aráyé tó
For God
bẹ́ẹ̀
so
gẹ́.
loved the world.
Ó fi ọmọ bíbí rẹ̀
Gave
kan
his
ṣoṣo
only
fún ni.
begotten Son. For whosoever that believeth in him should not perish.
Ṣùgbọ́n kó lè ní
Have
ìyè
everlasting life.
àìnípẹ̀kun. Now ẹ máa wo ọmọ kan ṣoṣo.
The only
Ọmọ kan
begotten Son.
ṣoṣo.
The only
Ìlérí
begotten Son.
tí ó
The
ti pẹ́
promise.
tí Ábúráhámù àti Sárà ń dúró dè.
It has been long that Abraham and Sarah has been waiting for
Ó ní
him.
àpẹẹrẹ
He
Jésù.
is the example
Ó
of
fi
Jesus.
ọmọ rẹ̀ kan ṣoṣo
He used his only begotten Son
láti wá kú,
to die,
láti jìyà,
to suffer,
láti kú.
to die.
ó sì kú lóòótọ́
and he died truly.
ṣùgbọ́n ikú rẹ̀ ò já sí asán.
But his death was not in vain.
nǹkan kan tí ikú rẹ̀ ṣe
One thing that his death
olówà
does
nínú ìwé Hébérù yẹn
is in the book of Hebrew.
ó jọ̀wọ́ ara rẹ̀ fún ikú.
He surrendered himself unto death.
Jésù ní agbára tí ò bá fẹ́ kí wọ́n pa òun tí ò bá fẹ́ ti ọwọ́ àwọn ọmọ ogun Róòmù kú ní àkókò ìgbà yẹn ó ní agbára rẹ̀.
Jesus has power if he does not want to die through from the armies of Rome.
ìgbà tó
He has the power.